Hi there, welcome to Elm Colors. I'm Erica. On today's video, we are going to be doing the next letter in my How I Color Animals alphabet series. Today is C, is for cats. There are cats everywhere in our coloring books. I'm sure you know this. I have gone through and picked out a few that I really like, and then I will definitely be coloring a couple of those today. I really was going to try to just stick to one coloring per video, but I just can't. There's too many. I see too many cats that I want to color, and yeah. So anyway, so let's start off in some very cartoony styles from Lulu Mayo. She's got cats all over the place. I think every one of her books has cats, and they're cute the way she draws them. I really think they're adorable. So yeah, see, so you just got cats like thrown in all over the place. There's another cat. There's a bunch of cats. So yeah, Lulu Mayo, definitely. I know she has a million cats out there too. I don't own that book, but I know that is a thing. But love her cats. In Camila Angel Cova's book, she tends to have some cats, like this adorable little cow girl one. I love it. This one's so cute. Ah, so cute. All right, so that's from 50 Farmers Miniatures. In Rita Berman's Europa book, there are several cats, which as I was flipping through, I realized there was several. So here's one, and then they're just like randomly placed. So there's one. I know there's one here. I think there's another one where there's, two cats looking outside. In some of her other books, she has cats kind of thrown in too, but there's quite a few in the Europa book. But yeah, that's a really cute one. This one here, I have not colored in this book yet. I've got a whip, but I don't have any finished pages. But I really like this cat. And I was thinking about maybe doing that one because it's super cute. Super cute. I really like that one a lot. So that is on my radar to do. In Pop Manga, she's got one page that has some cats on it. It's this one here. I didn't see any other cats except for in her Halloween book. I think she has one. But no other cats in this one. There's lots of wolves and things like that, but this is the only page with cats, although it's a really super cute one. I like that page a lot. In Whimsical World by Molly Harrison, she has some really cute cats. They're so simply drawn, and they're just adorable. Like, look at all those little cutie cats. They're so cute. I really like them. And they're just kind of randomly thrown in different places in her books, too. Well, now that I say that, I'm not going to be able to see. Like, there's just a cat in that page. There's girls holding cats. There's cats with a witch. Yeah, so there's lots of cats. But these are really fun to color. In Yana Prosperina's Whimsical Darlings, I did find a page with a cat, which is really cute. I like that one a lot. This book is super adorable. In Selena Fenwick's Fairy Portraits, I found this cat, which this one is getting more towards like realistic kind of cats. But I think this whole page is just beautiful. It's really gorgeous. But yeah, that one would be really fun to color. But that one I cannot see a way around doing fur if I'm coloring this one. So this one would definitely have to have a lot of like realistic fur. I wouldn't be able to color it any other way. I don't think. Yeah, I like that one, but I don't know. In Joanna Basford's World of Wonders, she has this cat, which is beautiful. I've seen so many people do this page, gorgeous. But it's a really cute one. So that's a maybe too. I like that page as well. And then in Maria Trolle's books, there's cats all over the place, but Flora has a ton. I mean, the nameplate page, there's this one here that has cats on both pages, and they're just kind of all over the place in this book. There's another one. So yeah, Maria Trulli always has cats in her books, and so does Hannah Carlson. This one has several really good ones, like this big, I mean, this is all cat. The only reason I have this one in here, this one was a maybe because I thought I would try to do it without doing a lot of fur strokes, but we'll see. Because I've seen this done so many fun ways, but I think, I don't know, it's a really beautiful page. We'll have to wait and see. There's this one. I think this one would definitely have to have the fur though. Just in my head, that's what I see. And then there's this beautiful one, which this one always reminds me of like cats that have passed on and stuff. Okay, so yeah, so there are those cats from Magical Dawn, and pretty much all of her books have cats in them. There is this book. So this is called Rose and Her Friends. It's a grayscale coloring book by Evelyn Van Coetzum, maybe Coetzum. It's super cute, and I found this page, which was really adorable. Now, I'm not big on grayscale. However, this, I really like it. And this is definitely more of a realistic cat. Here is the artist version of it. So that's a good, I like that one quite a bit. I think it's really cute. So that might be a fun challenge. And then in Ken Matsuda's coloring books, he has a couple cats. They're not my favorite, but they are more realistic. So you've got these two here. I mean, like the actual cat is realistic. Nothing else on the page is, but you guys, you get what I mean. But yeah, so there's the cats there. So those are all the ones that I found. I am going to go ahead and pick a couple to work on. And, oh, I'm going to show you go ahead and show you my inspiration sheet as well now. And then I'm going to kind of work towards which one I want to do. So I love all of these little different ways that you can do the cats. I think these are perfect for like the Lulu Mayo cats. That's a great way to color those cats. I really like this guy down here. I think he's adorable, and that would be good for maybe some of the other ones that are like still on the more cartoony side. And then you have some more realistic looking cats. I really like this one here. This, you can tell this is all like watercolor, where they've gone through and done the individual little strokes with their brushes. And then like on this one here, you can, and this one down here, these are both watercolor as well. And you can see that, I mean, they didn't go through and do every little single fur stroke, but they do have a few strokes here and there just to kind of hint at the fur. So I'm not sure which way I'm going to go, or what, you know, which cats I'm going to do. I was kind of wanting to do a black cat, just because I like the way that the highlights are on this cat. But we'll see. So that's my inspiration sheet. I'm going to pick out some pages, and then I will be back and we'll start coloring some cats. Okay, so I decided to do this page first. I went ahead and did some marker work in the background. Had a lot of fun doing that. So we're going to use some markers on the cats before I use my pencils. I am going to be using this little thing as some inspiration. So I've got a couple of colors pulled here. So first, I mean, we don't really have to do a whole lot. I'm going to do some shading with my pencils on this little guy. But I was thinking about making this one either the Siamese cat, I think. Not this one, because we already have a cat that's black and white. So I think I'm going to do a Siamese cat. So I have these two colors here. I just want to make sure that I have the right colors. So these are just a couple of markers, water-based markers that I happen to have on hand. I'm going to go through and just color the whole cat with this marker first. It's a very, very light kind of cream color. Okay. And then I'm going to use my Caron dashboard here, and I'm just going to pick up some of this other color with a water brush. And I'm going to, as best I can, paint on the little areas that are darker for the, this might be a this might be better off done with pencils, but I'm just gonna go ahead and do, yeah, I'm gonna save his face for my pencils. So we're gonna hold off on that one, actually. Okay, so next I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna take some grays and do a couple of cats here. All right, I do have a few tombos. So I have N89, N55, and N79 in case you happen to have tombos as well. So I'm gonna use the lightest color on the tummy for this one. Then I'm going to use the next darkest color for the rest of his whole body. Okay. And I'm going to use this darkest one to do a little bit of work on the lines here. All right, on the next cat, I'm going to use some of these colors, I think. All right, so I do have, oh, I forgot a little bit of green up there. I do have a couple of cats that have the, like the calico pattern printed on them. So on this one down here, I think I'm gonna add a couple of extra little bits so it kind of looks more like these. I'm hoping that I can do it without it making it look crazy. But I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use this darker brown on these larger spots. And then, oh, and I'm using all Tombow markers, so in case you're interested in what colors I'm using. And then I'm gonna use, yeah, and I'm gonna take this brown actually, and I'm gonna add the little, I'm gonna add just a little pattern over the eye here. And then with this one, I'm going to do, just a kind of wobbly line. And then we'll do another one coming off this way. One coming up this way on the ear. And then on the tail, I want to add a little bit more too, so I'm going to do like that. And then we'll do another darker spot on the tip of the tail. Okay. Yep, there's that one. Then for this guy up here, I think he's going to be grays as well. Grays? Yeah. Yeah, so he's just going to be all gray. So I'm going to color him really light gray, and then we'll do his spots in a little bit darker gray. Okay, and then the other thing that I'm going to do for this guy, I am going to add in a few little lines. So I'm just going to add in a couple little lines to his eyes, and then a couple more coming down onto his face. We'll do a couple on his arms, and one on his leg. Yeah, I like him. Okay. All right, so now I could leave it just like this and it could be done, but I'm gonna grab my pencils and do a little bit more shading and just kind of bring the page to life a little bit more. so there's the little kitty cats. They're not like super hard at all, and they don't look, they're just like little bit of extra fun for these guys. I want to add a little bit more on this guy, I think. Okay. Maybe just a little bit more dark. What color am I looking for? I'm going to try this coal. I'm going to make it a little bit darker around the nose here. Okay. All right, so there's my little kitty cats. I'm going to shade this, finish shading this page in later on, but I will come back and show you the finished page at the end of the video. So on to our next cat. Okay, so this next page is the nameplate page from Flora by Maria Trolle. And I've gone ahead and done the background flowers and the little bit of background that I added in. And then we're gonna try to do something similar to this. So I'm gonna grab a couple of supplies. I think I'm probably just gonna use some, let's try some Neo colors with this. And I'm gonna use my water brush and my Caran d'Ache palette. And we're gonna try that. All right, I have 3 different browns that come in my 40 set of Neo colors. So I have this, what is this one? This russet color, this, I think this is just brown. Yeah, brown. And then this really dark one, which is like raw umber. And so I'm going to try a little bit with each of these, kind of see what I'm going with. But like I said, I'm going to go for something a little watercolor. I know the back is very vibrant and like bright and vibrant and very graphic, but I kind of wanted the cat to be very flowy. So we're going to attempt and see what happens. So I have my water brush here. I'm just going to add a little bit of water to the Neo colors. I have my paper towel here ready to go. So I'm just going to start with this lightest color first and just kind of add the color in where I think I want it. So I know I want some coming out like right about here on the cat. And then it's going to go up this way. Okay. So this is kind of where what I'm thinking as far as like the area that's going to have color. Yeah. We're just going to get a little bit more, and I'm going to put some on the edges of things. So just along the edge of some of the texture lines that the artist has drawn in. I do want a lot of this area in here to be white, so I'm going to leave that. Okay, and then on the tail, let's get some color going in that. So this is a little bit of an experiment because, like I said, I typically do my cats with a very hard oil pencil and draw in all the strokes and everything. So this is just going to be kind of a test to see if I like doing it this way. I'm trying to find a time saver, you know? So yeah, okay, so there's the first color. So let's add some water into this next color. Just gonna pick that up, dab off my brush a little bit, and then I'm gonna use, I need a tiny little brush. Hang on just a sec. Okay, I have this, what size is this? Number 2 Black Velvet Silver. And so, well, that's already wet. This is not going great so far. So we're just gonna kind of flick. I'm just flicking out some strokes here, trying to figure out how I want to do this. I don't really paint cats, so this is interesting. I know I want the ear to be a little darker on the inside edges, and then I'm going to do like some pink on the very inside. So, all right, I do like having like these little, just these little strokes that I can make. Let's do some down here. All right, so I'm just going to keep building up, I think, with this technique. I'm just going to brush some on, let it dry, come back and brush some more on. So I'm going to record some of this, and if I need to come back and let you guys know that I'm doing anything different, I'll pop back in, but really it's just going to be me adding more brush strokes and adding more color as I go along. So yeah, so I'm gonna keep doing that, and I will talk to you guys again here in a second. Okay, so here's this cat. It did not go exactly how I had planned, but I tried to use my pencils to kind of fix. I don't know if fix is the right word, but yeah, not every page is going to turn out exactly how I'd hoped. And I want you guys to kind of see, you know, the successes and the failures, to know that I am not everything works out for me. So this is as good as I can get it, I think. So I used that tiny brush and the Neo colors to get a base layer down, and then I went through with my Black Widow pencils and added a few fur strokes, quite a few actually, so it's a lot darker than the original cat that I was trying to go for, and then didn't like the way that the outside looked, so I covered all of that with white, which I'm thinking now might have been a little bit of a bad idea, but then I was able to go over the white with my pencils again, so it's not quite so stark. Yeah, not my favorite cat, but it's still, I mean, it looks like a cat, right? At least it still looks like a cat. I keep wanting to mess with this area in here. I'm not thrilled with how that looks right in there. Just like a big block of color happened, and I want little, yeah, I think that's gonna be as good as it gets. I'm gonna add a little bit more color just right around here. A little bit more with this one too. There we go. All right, I think that's gonna be it for the cat. I don't love it, don't hate it. It's a cat. All right, so I'm gonna do one more, and we're gonna cross our fingers and hope that this one works. Okay, so the last one I'm gonna try to do is in Spirit Animals, and it's at the very back, so it's this cat. We're gonna try this one. I'm gonna try to make it a black cat. I really like the way that this cat looks. So I'm gonna attempt to do this. We're gonna see how it goes. I'm gonna use some black and gray and a little bit of the burnt umber and the other gray. And we're just gonna attempt. We're just gonna attempt to see how I do. And if this one turns out terribly as well, then this video was just a big trial and error, I guess. Okay, so I'm gonna start with adding in the black in the darker areas where I know that I want darker stuff. So I'm gonna leave a little kind of highlight in the center there where his fur would be reflecting. Okay, so that's layer one, and that is looking like a hot mess. So we're gonna add more to it. I'm going to use the darker gray now and some more black, and we're gonna see what we can do. Okay, this is where we're at after 2 layers of needle color. I did some leaves while I was waiting for the the pencils to dry. So I have a few Black Widows here that I'm gonna use to add just a little bit of texture. I'm not gonna go crazy. I am gonna start with my lightest color, so I have a medium gray here, and I'm gonna put that of just a few strokes in the lighter areas. Okay, and then along the face here, so this is where it's gonna get a little tricky. So I'm gonna do just really light strokes around here. I'm not gonna do a whole lot around the eye there, but around the face, so when it gets out here, I am gonna add in some more strokes. So I'm just doing little flicks with my pencil. All right. Next color, we're gonna go in the next darkest. So I think that's gonna be, we're gonna try this flat black. So I'm just adding first strokes here and there. Again, I'm not worried about where exactly they're going. I just don't want them to be in a straight line. Okay, next color is charcoal. Okay, and then last but not least, we're gonna go in with some black. See how this goes. Wish me luck. Okay, so here is my final kitty cat. It's not my favorite, but it works. It works. I did so I did 2 layers of the Neo colors, and then I went over with my Black Widow pencils. I did a lot more hair than I thought I was going to. I really want to try to minimize the amount of hair strokes that I have to put in, but I just haven't mastered that yet. I just, for some reason, it just doesn't look finished when I want it to be. When I'm like, okay, well, I'm done now, and then I'm just like, nope, I need to do this. I need to do this. I don't know. Maybe that's just how I'm going to have to color cats, you know? Because I've seen so many other artists. Oops, that's still kind of wet. Not the cat, some of the leaves. I've seen so many other artists do just amazing things with just watercolor, and they don't do all the strokes, and maybe that's just something that I'm not going to be able to do, and that's okay. But yeah, so this is where I ended up with this guy. I think I am going to, I'm going to finish this page, because it shouldn't take that long. I've kind of made a mess with some of the, the watercoloring, but, I'll just do a whole coat of Neo color everywhere, and then go back over and shade things with pencils. That's one of my favorite things to do in Hannah's books. But yeah, I don't hate how he turned out. I think he looks cute. Yeah. All right, so there's cat number 3, and I will be back with you guys to show you all that we've done today. All right, so let's review what we did. I do have a few pages done, so I did get this one finished, which I thought that turned out really cute. I've got lots of little details, like little white details on all the strawberries and the cats and different things. Added a little bit of a design onto that, and then used a, what are these? These are the Pearl Color Mungyo Oil Pastels. They were gifted to me by my lovely friend Corey, and I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but there is a bit of shimmer on the background. So that's kind of a fun little added element, but I really like the way this turned out. It's just a super cute, fun page, and it was really easy to get those little cats done. So there is one page of cats. Here is the second one. Again, I didn't quite finish this yet. I got to color this part. I'm not going to do much more. I'm just going to add in maybe a couple little clouds, and then color the book belongs to thing. I don't hate the cat. I just don't love it. But it's okay. It's okay. It still looks like a cat, so that's good, right? All right, so there's that one. And then last but not least, now this one page is not done, but I am working on it. So I've got a base of Neo colors everywhere. So that's kind of what it's going to look like. But of course, more shading, all that stuff, all that goodness. But I really like the way that one turned out in the end. Again, I'm hoping that's not too reflective for you, so I'm going to angle it just a little bit so you can see the kitty cat really well. And yeah, that's it. Those are my pages. So I hope that you guys enjoyed that today. I'm going to go this way. I had a lot of fun, and I hope that you guys, I don't know, it's not that you learn something, but I hope that you see that there are different ways to approach coloring cats, and that they don't all have to be perfect, obviously. So that's it for me today. I hope you guys enjoyed that. If you do want to check out another fur video, I do have one out there. It's just called How I Color Fur, and it's way better than what I've done today, just in case you want to check that out too. So that's it for me today. Thanks so much for being here, and until next time, I'll see you later. Bye.